Clements Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. And today I'm here with my good friend Jim from Left Turn 72. That's right, he's got a video up, right?
One video.
One video, that's right. And today we're here because we're celebrating beer, and particularly a beer that came from Rich, from Rich's World Beer Tour, right?
Rich.
And
yep.
Rich is a good guy. And look what we've got from Rich today. We've got the Framboise Du Nord. Yeah, I was gonna say Framboise, but you know, I got corrected. Framboise Du Nord, and hopefully we're right about this. This is from Schell Brewing Company out of New Ulm, Minnesota. So a local brewery for Rich. It's a Berliner Weiss. Now Berliner Weiss, this is kind of a unique style. This is a sour beer. It's gonna be a very effervescent beer. And the troops, specifically Napoleon's troops, when they were invading territories, they called this the Champagne of the North. And so it's typically about 50% wheat. We're gonna get educated because I've only had a homebrew version of this from Dan ABA, thanks Dan. So now we're gonna try a commercial version. We're gonna get this cracked open and give it a try. Woohoo!
Nice catch.
And we got our friend Nate on the side who caught that. So there's a great celebration for you. This is some fun stuff. Oh my God, we gotta show this. Look at this. Oh my, I remember commenting on this when Rich was doing this beer, and I think he felt he wanted to get this to me, but what a beautiful beer. All right, we'll get the rest of these poured and we'll give it a sniff here. All right, we're not gonna spend too much time. I poured a little heavier on mine so you can see it had a full finger head. Pink, actually a pink head came off on this. Yeah. And as you look through it, it really is that kind of raspberry red to a punch-like color, wouldn't you say? I mean, I don't know how else to describe that, but it's a pretty beer. Let's get a nose on this. Wow! There is just, you just get hit by raspberry. I mean, big.
Not as tart of a smell as I would have expected.
It's tart. There really is. There's a lot of sweetness. There's a lot of tart on that as well, but you're not going to get much else. I mean, there's some, other than saying there's a little sweetness, it is just dominated by raspberry.
It smells awesome.
It makes me think a little bit of like the raspberry seed. I don't know about you, but that kind of like a little bit of a bite, but you're not going to get much else out of this. We're going to give it a taste. Cheers. Damn, this is good. We've taken a few sips already. This is amazing beer. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, I've had a few other Berliner Weisses that had just crazy over-the-top sour, and I could barely stand to drink them. But this, it's sour tart for sure, but it's so pleasant. I could drink this probably any time of year.
This is like the tart though coming off of a raspberry. Yeah. I mean, truly, I mean, if you get a bunch of raspberries, you make a pie or whatever. Some are going to be sweet, some are going to be tart and have some sour bite and tartness. This to me is like they've just balanced out that tart sour taste, but there's a light sweetness and there's a bit of tartness, and it's just raspberry all the way through and effervescent. Yeah, and
it says 3.7%. You could just crush this all day long. I think I could. It's awesome stuff, man.
You know, I think when I think of beer like this, I think I know more women who love sour beers than men, to be really honest with you. And with something that's light like this and effervescent, I think a lot of women could have a real party with this beer.
I think anybody could.
Yeah.
Man or woman. It's just,
This is something that you could do. I mean, if you were into beer, this could be a fun beer for like a wedding toast and things.
Yeah.
I mean, this really rocks. This is really amazing beer.
Really good stuff.
All right, we've been sipping on this for a while. It actually hasn't changed a whole lot. The quality is pretty consistent on this beer. It's a really nice raspberry. It's effervescent. There's a sour component there, but it comes off like a tart sour more, like, you know. I think it has a distinct advantage with all the raspberry in it, as opposed to probably, for me anyway, personally, a straight, you know, Berliner Weiss. I think I appreciate it with the fruit probably a lot more. So we're going to rate this. I don't know if Jim wants to rate it. It's up to you. I'm going to go for it. We're going to jump right in. As far as Berliner Weiss goes, well, it's easy for me to say this is the best Berliner Weiss I've ever had. And I don't know how high I could rank it, so this is pretty random. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to say this is probably like a 93. I mean, it's an excellent beer. And as far as Berliner Weiss go, I mean, I don't know how else to rate it, but it's just quite good.
I really can't give it a style score because I'm just coming around on sours slowly but surely. But this is definitely the best Berliner Weiss I've had, and
Yeah.
I mean, just like an overall score right now, I'd give it like a 92. I think I would definitely not turn this down if somebody offered it to me.
Yeah, so I'll jump right in on that
Awesome.
overall. Then I'm right with him.
Yeah.
I think on an overall, this is a really pleasurable beer. I'm going to give it a 91 on my overall. I got to leave it in the excellent category still. I think it's just, yeah, it's exceptional. This would be a beer I would love to pull out with company and let them drink, because I think it would go over well, especially if there was an occasion going on. So here it is. It's the Framboise Du Nord. It's from Schell Brewing Company out of New Ulm, Minnesota. A fantastic beer. This is one really to try, folks. If you're not into sours, give this one a shot. This is Kevin from Clements Homebrew saying, life's too short.
To drink cheap beer.
And we'll see you
In the next beer review.
Cheers, everyone. Nice job. You did.